It's New Year's Eve across New South Wales. The RVT teams are out in full force.
Any alcohol tonight?
They've already nabbed hundreds of drink drivers. And it looks like one more is about to be added to the list.
It's going to be 3 highway cars here.
Tommy's had a carton of gold between 3:30 and 9:30.
Good evening, sir. My name's Sergeant Muddle from Newcastle Highway Patrol. You've been stopped for the purpose of a breath test today. I see your lips around the tube. And blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop.
P-plater Norm was pulled over doing 60 in an 80 zone. A reading now could bring him to a permanent standstill.
OK, at this point in time, sir, you are under arrest. You've returned a positive roadside breath test. You'll be going back to the bus.
The 47-year-old celebrated the night with more stubbies than friends at a local beach.
Had a case last night.
Had a case between
3 p.m.
3 people. From 6 till 9:30.
6 to 9:30.
He's a P2 licence holder, so he's got a 0 blood alcohol normally, and he's just returned a reading 2 times what a full licence holder will be able to have. Are you working at the moment?
No, I wasn't unemployed.
Norm's full-time job now is his grandchildren, getting them to and from school.
This way there, mate, like Norman, just stop out for me.
So it's essential this grandpa P-plater keeps his licence.
Without my licence, yeah, well, put them back push bike. Double them. That's not going to happen.
Realising he's in trouble, Norm is not taking this sitting down.
Just have a seat here. No, you can have a seat over here. Norman, you're in our custody.
Yeah, I'll just stand up.
Come and have a seat over here.
Can I stand?
No, because you're in my custody at the moment. Sit down. But you know I'm a police officer and you're in my custody at the moment, so have a seat on the chair.
I will not run on you.
Yes, so sit on the chair.
Run on you.
Sit on the chair.
I will not run on you.
Sit on the
I
chair.
won't sit on the chair. I'll stand over in between.
Why are you being argumentative? It's a seat,
I
mate.
will not run on you.
Seriously? Because that just goes to your level of
Why don't you
intoxication. The
believe me?
fact that you're arguing
Why don't
with
you
me.
believe me?
Why don't I?
Why won't you believe me?
Why won't I believe you? I don't even know you.
I don't know you neither.
Yeah, but you know I'm a police officer and you're in
I know you
custody
do.
for a breath test at the moment. I don't understand why you're being argumentative. Just goes to, that's the problem. People have a few drinks, they start to get argumentative and they can't follow simple requests.
Officer.
Get out of my face, stand there. Don't lean in.
I'm pushing you.
Don't lean into me, mate.
As the sun rises over the waters of Newcastle, so too does the temperature between Officer Muddle and P-plater Norm.
Officer.
Get out of my face, stand there. Don't lean in.
I'm pushing you.
Don't lean into me, mate.
After admitting to drinking 12 stubbies, then blowing twice the legal limit roadside, the 47-year-old is now stubbornly refusing to sit down.
I've got nothing to hide from you, officer. I ain't going to run.
And yet you can't follow a simple request to sit
Believe
down.
me, I ain't going to run.
Yes, so sit on the
I will
chair.
not run on you.
Sit on the chair.
Officer.
Folding your arms, leaning in, not doing as you're told.
Is that a crime?
Well, at this point in time, it's showing non-compliance.
Mate, you happy?
Yeah, that makes me a lot happy. I appreciate you cooperating.
Huh?
I appreciate you cooperating, that's fine. So it was a simple request for him to sit down before he fell down. Him having a skinful, it was just the right option to have him sit down. Eventually he complied. Now we'll get your test done, we'll give you some paperwork and we'll get you out of here.
Back in Newcastle, at the breath testing station,
I've asked you to sit down and that's why you're sitting down.
Norm finally accepts his fate as he waits for his secondary breath test.
Now we'll get your test done, we'll give you some paperwork and we'll get you out of here.
As a P-plater, Norm is supposed to blow 0, but he returned a roadside reading double the normal limit.
Having a few beers down the beach. I thought I might have been all right to drive, you know what I mean?
That's what Norm would like to think, but half a slab of stubbies over 3 hours is a lot more than just a few beers.
Right, just stand up for us. Hold onto the hose. Nice big breath, and blowing it until I tell you to stop. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. Thank you.
Although Norm says he finished his last drink almost 7 hours ago, only a minor miracle could take him back to 0 now.
This instrument has analysed a sample of your breath, returning a reading of 0.079 grams of alcohol in 210 litres of breath. Got anything to say? No?
Norm's reading just sneaks him into the low range category.
That might be a bit of a wake-up call, really.
And his New Year's resolution?
Plan B. Let's walk. I'll get a taxi or a bus.
Catching a taxi or a bus was a smart move.
Unfortunately for Norman, he asked a friend to come and drive the car, and David actually turned up.
Meet Norm's plan B, Kung Fu Dave.
We had kid. Norm asked me to drive his car. Went no more than half a kilometre and I got picked up.
During a mobile drug test, police picked up unlicensed Dave, who returned a positive reading to methamphetamine. Kung Fu Dave is not quite the plan B police have in mind.
Hello, how are you?
In Newcastle, Kung Fu Dave tested positive for methamphetamine roadside on his way to pick up his mate, Grandpa Norm, from the RBT.
My name's Paul Morris. I'll be doing the secondary drug testing. So in relation to the ice taking, when did you take that?
At my mate's house last night.
Your
about
mate's
12.
house, about 12 o'clock. Okay.
The gentleman doesn't hold a current licence. He hasn't had a licence for approximately 9 to 10 years.
I want to be president of the New Republic. So by the time I get out, vote one day. I'll give you $20.
So far, Dave's making the most of his day in the spotlight.
Have you received any medical or dental treatment lately?
No, I need some.
Gee, give me a look at that. Whew. Didn't worry about brushing your teeth, bud?
What to?
Jokes aside, Dave's supposed attempt to help out a mate has backfired.
I took a risk for a mate and I've got to realise I can't do that.
All right, Dave. So it's returned a negative reading to cannabis and a positive reading to methamphetamine.
David was one of these lovable characters that we get to meet. Unfortunately today, it didn't go his way.
Sometimes we do things for the right reasons, sometimes we do things for the wrong reasons. We're right or wrong, we're all individuals and we all make mistakes.
David didn't hold a valid driver's licence either, so whilst he's compliant with us and acknowledges that he has respect for the police, he clearly doesn't have much respect for other road users, getting out there in that impaired state without a driver's licence, driving someone else's car that came under notice less than an hour earlier to police.
Thank you. And remember, be good to your mum.
Norman was convicted of low-range drink driving, fined $350 and disqualified for 3 months. Dave's lab result was positive. He was convicted of driving with an illicit substance in his system, fined $400 and disqualified from holding a licence for 3 months.